Pog, this was it. Okay, cool. No! My shield ran out at the same time as she attacked. This is bullshit. Is Freeze the only viable team for Wriothesley? There's no viable team for Wriothesley now, but... Oh, fuck off! Realistically, Wriothesley doesn't really do much. He's not all that great. You can play him in Freeze, you can play him in, like, quote-unquote Melt, where it's not really Melt, it's just Wriothesley with Bennett. And you happen to get some Melts, you know? Why is Wriothesley considered bad? I mean, he's not bad. He's just very underwhelming. Oh yeah, maybe Charlotte ends up being Cryo-Pharazon. And then you can play a mono cryo with Shenhe Charlotte. Who knows? There's a chance. Can you show your Hu Tao build? Sure. She's on 2-piece. Quite good artifact. 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 EM or HP cents for Hu Tao. Right now we're running EM and it's around 300, but my HP is right at 29k. Honestly, if you're at around 300 with an EM cents, it probably means that EM and HP cents would be about as good, so just use whichever one has the best substats. If you find yourself dying a lot, you can use an HP one, just so that you stop dying a lot. Do you want to elaborate on the Yelan needs a rework thing you said on Twitter? No. Sure. She's a boring design. She's very good, but I would like for good characters to be different from each other. She's just the worst version of Xingqiu. Like, who cares? They managed to make her feel a little bit different to play by giving her skills some, like, more versatility and all, but, like, she's too similar to Xingqiu. Characters shouldn't be just the same thing, in my opinion. Xingqiu E remains the worst elemental skill in the game. Someone is not playing Noblesse Xingqiu on Sucrose National. That's all I'm saying. Like, you can think it's bad, but when you get 500k front-loaded damage because of it, it doesn't feel bad. Okay? In my opinion, when you use your burst on Yelan, it should roll a number from 1 to 6. And that's the amount of, like, exquisite throws you get every time you proc the burst. Basically, QQ, no, because QQ balances out to very often be a similar amount of skill points. If she rolled a 6, her damage would be triple what it is. You'd probably have to reduce the damage as well, but that would make her feel different. You just reset over and over, try to get a good number on your burst. Hell yeah, more layers of RNG, you love to see it. Which Fontaine craftable is actually worth crafting? Well, let's take a look. Yeah. So, we have Finale of the Deep, Tidal Shadow, Rightful Reward, Flowing Purity, and Song of Stillness. The main thing is that basically all of them, except, I guess, this one, they're pretty good stat sticks, right? So if you need a weapon on an attack scaling character, like, you can use this and it's pretty good, right? But yeah, Finale of the Deep, Tidal Shadow, they're good stat sticks. Flowing Purity, Song of Stillness, right? They're all just good, like, pretty good stat sticks for attack scaling characters. The question is, who uses that? Well, not that many characters. Sword is pretty nice because it fits on Ayaka, but yeah. How does it compare to Amenoma? It depends on the EO requirements, but it's pretty close and sometimes better. Spear should be good on Toma, right? I mean, but yeah, Tidal Shadow, no, not Tidal Shadow, sorry. Rightful Reward, it's like, the main issue is that the passive is less reliable than Kuki. You have to actually be on field while you get healed. If you're playing, for example, Toma in a Wanderer team, for example, you're not proccing this. Because your healer's Bennett, and Bennett doesn't heal unless you're already low HP. So unless you want to intentionally get hit on Toma multiple times to get low HP, you're never healing on Toma. So you're never getting this effect. So it's pretty bad. Even with Yao Yao. I mean, you can use it on Yao Yao, but we've already covered this. Yao Yao heals way too much to need an HP percent polearm. It's alright if you don't have Fav, I guess. I mean, playing Toma with Yao Yao? I mean, I guess. But if you're playing Toma with Yao Yao, you're probably playing a team where you'd rather have the EM from Fontaine than the HP from Tidal Shadow. Or Rightful Reward, whatever. You know? It's really just a weapon with no use case. I prefer characters like Kuki to Shanling, Bennett, Singso that are just too good at like everything. Having her be low HP all the time is balancing. Yeah, I think that's a fair point. I don't really enjoy playing Kuki because that downside is more annoying than difficult to work around for me. You know? I don't like when my character is always in red HP. It bothers me. I'm annoyed by it. It makes me nervous, not because I'm actually gonna die, just because it's annoying. Let's just take a look at how much you're alleviating ER requirements, yeah? So, particle, caught, non-caught, same element, different element, clear. We got Bennett, Ling, Singto, Raiden. Alright. So, we're not really going to look at Raiden ER requirements because usually when you get ER on Raiden, it's not that much better than attack anyways, or that much worse than attack anyways, so if you have to build more ER on her, it doesn't really matter. So it's mostly about these two, right? So, Ling generally will catch one Bennett E, and then you're gonna have 4 global procs in total. And then maybe you can catch 2 Bennett E's actually. But you're not actually catching any of the global procs, so they're gonna be non-con. Different element, Raiden, electro particles, a total of about 10. Then you have no, they're not caught. Like you catch maybe 1. And Raiden electro particles, yeah, so 9, and then another 5 from Singto. And then clear particles with no favs, catch 0, don't catch 2. Three, 1.8, 1, 0.6, 2, 1.2. Okay, Singto catches 5, doesn't catch 0, and then different element maybe gets 1 electro particle, and then 9 plus 8.5. Pyro and electro particles, and then clear 0, 2. So, energy, ER, or burst cost, ER. Okay, business. Now, obviously, Raiden is giving you flat energy, right? And at like 200-ish ER. You're gonna need more than that. That's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. It's 2.5 energy, right, per thing. Plus 60%. So it's, what, 12.5 times 1.6. About 20 energy off. Is that it? Or am I being corned? I guess you're probably a little bit more than... Okay, let's say 250 ERX. So at 250, it's not 1.6, it's 1.9. So 23.75 burst refund. So that's 80 minus 23.75. And then ER. Okay. And then here, 80 minus 23.75 minus about 15 from the C6. More about 12, assuming things don't always go perfectly. But anyways. Let's take a look at what happens when you get 3 additional Fav procs with this. You're saving yourself about 40 ER on both of them. That's a lot of stats that you can put into damage. It really is. This is at Fav R5. At R4, you're still saving yourself about 30%. R3 as well. Point being, Fav is really good on Raiden and Raiden National. It's not great on Raiden in, like, Raiden Hyper. Don't do it on Raiden Hyper, that's a dumb idea. But on Raiden National, it is actually really good.